Good evening. This is All India Radio, Kohima. I'm Jonas Yandan with Evening News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is making path-taking reforms in the energy sector. India's COVID-19 recovery rate reaches 90.23%. Nagaland's COVID-19 tally reaches 8,663. And Union Minister Arjun Munda to launch 2 centers of excellence for tribal welfare tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated 4th India Energy Forum this evening. Addressing the forum virtually, Modi said India will drive the global energy demand as the energy sector in the country has seen path-taking reforms. He said India believes that access to energy must be affordable and reliable. Modi said energy sector empowers people and furthers ease of living. He said India's energy plan aims to ensure energy justice, more energy to improve lives of Indians, but with smaller carbon footprints. He added that energy sector must be growth-centric, industry-friendly and environment-conscious. Prime Minister Modi said India is among the most active nations in furthering the renewable sources of energy. India has achieved a significant milestone in its fight against COVID-19 as the national recovery rate has reached 90.23%. With overall recovery of over 37,000 patients so far, the recovered cases in the country stand at nearly 11 times more than the active cases. Nearly 60,000 patients have recovered in the last 24 hours, whereas the new confirmed cases reported at the same time span stood at nearly 45,000. Nagaland reported 37 positive cases of COVID-19 today, taking the total tally of the state to 8,663. Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangyopom in a tweet this evening informed that 28 cases were detected from Kohima, 8 in Dimapur and 1 in Mon. Bangyu also informed that 67 patients have recovered from the infection, which included 31 from Dimapur, 20 in Kohima, 13 from Mokokchung and 3 in Mon. With this, total recovered cases in the state stands at 6,720. Among the cases reported today, 21 were from traced contacts, 13 from frontline workers and 3 from armed forces. Besides, 2 more COVID deaths have been registered from Dimapur. Out of the 38 registered deaths in the state, 27 persons have succumbed to the infection. 6 deaths are not COVID-related, while 5 deaths are under investigation. At present, there are 1,833 active cases in the state, while 72 cases have migrated. In Assam, recovery rate of COVID-19 has reached around 91%. Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma in a tweet informed that 204 positive cases were reported during the last 24 hours. A total of 8,753 tests were conducted in that period, and the positivity rate is 2.33%. Nearly 3,000 persons have recovered in the last 24 hours, and there are 17,510 active cases in the state. Meanwhile, the immersion of Durga idols has begun in the state following all COVID protocols. In Meghalaya, 139 new recoveries were registered today, taking the total recovered cases in the state to 7,471, while another 48 new COVID-19 cases were also recorded. Chief Medical Officer CMO parent Dr. Hadling Hansing has informed the general public that OPD and other non-COVID essential services have been reactivated in the Community Health Center Jaluki from today. The CMO said delivery points are designated as Samzuram and Mainamsi Sub-Center, while any nursing home at Jaluki will continue to cater indoor patients referred from Government Health Institute with the existing nominal rate as fixed by the Subcommittee for Non-COVID Hospital in the district. Development Action Plan Committee DAPC Twensang has appreciated Union Minister Nitin Gadkari for allotting special repair of National Highway 202 Mokokchung to Twensang Road for the fiscal year 2020-21. DAPC hoped that a widening of 2-lane would soon be initiated after the completion of the allotted work. Further, the committee urged the State BWT and National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited to kickstart the work by first week of December after completing necessary formalities. Nation will celebrate 145th birth anniversary of India's Iron Man, Sardar Patel, on 31st October. The day is also earmarked as Rashtriya Ekta Divas across the country. This news comes to you from All India Radio, Kohima. Deputy Commissioner and Chairman DLCC Kohima, Muhammad Ali Shahab has appealed all to take up preventive measures to reduce the chance of transmission of COVID-19 during polling by banning of spitting and making the venue as tobacco-free. Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda will launch 2 centers of excellence for tribal welfare through video conference tomorrow. The first initiative strengthening Panchayat Raj institutions will be launched in 5 districts covering 30 Gram Panchayats and 150 villages of Jharkhand. The model is designed to create youth volunteers among the tribal youths by giving them personality development training who will work for their community in spreading the awareness. A 4-day Commanders Conference of Indian Army began today in New Delhi. Army Chief General M.M. Naravane chaired the apex-level biennial event that formulates important policy decisions through a collegiate system of deliberation. The conference is being attended by all Army commanders, principal staff officers of the Army headquarters and other senior officers. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Karampir Singh, and IAF Chief Air Chief Marshal R.K.S. Bhadoria are expected to address the conference tomorrow. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar met the United States counterparts Mark Esper and Mike Pompeo today in New Delhi ahead of the 2+2 ministerial meeting tomorrow. The 3rd annual India-US 2+2 ministerial dialogue scheduled for tomorrow will focus on advancing the Indo-US comprehensive global strategic partnership and further strengthening cooperation to promote stability and prosperity in Indo-Pacific region and the world. 3rd ministerial dialogue is just over 2-year span demonstrates high-level commitment by both the countries towards the shared diplomatic and security objectives. Secretary Pompeo and Esper will also meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow afternoon after the ministerial meeting. Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari will lay the foundation stones of 9 national highway projects in Tripura tomorrow. The total length of these highways will be 262 kilometers, which will provide faster and hassle-free interstate and international connectivity to Bangladesh. These highways will strengthen the tourism sector interstate by providing better connectivity, fast and safe movement of traffic to various tourist, historical and religious places. It will also generate large number of employment and provide self-employment opportunities to the unskilled, semi-skilled and skilled manpower of the region. Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said that the Phase 7 of Vande Bharat mission will begin from October 29. In a tweet today, Puri said there will be more destinations, flights and bubble arrangements. He said international travel of more than 2.7 million people has been facilitated till now. The minister said yesterday 4,322 people arrived in the country from abroad. And as the nation fights COVID-19 pandemic, let us all remember to stay safe and protected by following these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, wash hands frequently and follow social distancing. And now 20 news, here are the main points again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says India is making path-taking reforms in the energy sector. India's COVID-19 recovery rate reaches 90.23%. Nagaland's COVID-19 tally reaches 8,663. And Union Minister Arjun Munda to launch 2 centers of excellence for tribal welfare tomorrow. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.